Now, I understand that everybody watching my videos may not be working moms that are transitioning from working mom to stay-at-home mom. There may be some stay-at-home moms that are looking to generate income. There may be some working moms that are just like, you know what? I've had it. I'm done. And you're going to be in a situation where you're going to be a one income household. So I want to touch on some key points that are going to help you through this transition time while you are building up your business so that you are able to generate income and contribute to the household. So the first thing you want to do is assess your expenses, understanding what money is going out of the household and actually how you can potentially reduce that. Now, I understand that in this economy that we're in right now, that a lot of things are costing more, and we probably have already done what we could do to scale back as much as we could scale back and still enjoy our lives. But there may be some habits, some spending somewhere where we have unnecessary money that's going out that could still be assessed and that we still need to be mindful of. So keeping track of those things while you don't have any income coming in or while you don't have as much income coming in is going to be vital. The next thing that you need to do is create a budgeting plan. You want to know, and this is something that I am currently working on, actually, creating a budget plan and knowing what is going in and what is going out, literally to the cent. Now, I used to have an idea of what bills were, the amounts of the bills, when they were due, what was going in, coming out, especially when you have things that are on auto draft, because sometimes you forget about those things, especially if they don't cost that much. All of those subscriptions and stuff like that. I don't remember every single thing. I'm just like, okay, I know about middle of the month, I've got this coming out and this coming out, but I'm really not paying attention to it in detail. But when you are on a tight budget, meaning when you go down to one income or you don't have any income, whatever the case may be, you need to make sure that you are being responsible and paying attention to every single thing that is going out and every single thing that is coming in. The next thing you want to do is find areas where you can save. Now, again, some of you have probably already done this, but it's not harmful to revisit these things, because I think that when we get into a mindset of, oh my gosh, I have all of this potential, we lose track of things. I know I do. As soon as I get a great idea, I'm like, okay, I'm going to go out and get this, and this. And I start losing sight of things. And then before I know it, I'm like, oh crap, I'm short on this. I don't have enough money to pay this, because I was not continuing to practice the things that I may have already set into place. So areas where you can save, obviously groceries. Now I know somebody's probably listening to me say that and they're probably laughing because they're like, are you kidding me? How are we saving money on groceries? Groceries are what they are. But I guarantee you that if you go 5 miles down the road, you probably can find a grocery store which prices are a little bit less. You can probably find a grocery store where they have fuel points. And so there are things that you can do to save. Maybe you need to buy something in bulk, because I know for my family, we have to do that. We have to go to the big box stores. I know people have their opinions on those, but for me, we either go to Sam's Club or Costco and we'll buy, especially like our toilet paper and our paper towels and stuff like that. If there is somewhere where it makes more sense because of how much you use something, then I would say to go to those stores and get it, and then get everything else at a different store. Now, over time, you'll start to see it. Initially, you'll probably be like, this isn't saving me much, but I promise when you understand, I know for us, we go get our toilet paper, our paper towels, our flushable wipes, laundry detergent, all of the things that we use a lot. We get those from Sam's Club and Costco, and then we look up and it's been like a month or so and we haven't had to buy those things, and it comes out to be cheaper in the long run. I think that that's a lot of times what people, they get hung up on, because they're like, okay, wait a minute. They're paying attention to like the upfront. They're not paying attention in the long run, because if you take the cost of one specific item, so say for instance, you go to the store and you buy a pack of meat and it costs X. If you know that you use that item, or you're going to be using that item for multiple meals, take that cost and divide it amongst the amount of meals. And I guarantee you, if you buy the item in bulk, it makes more sense. Take advantage of deals. They still do have coupons on these apps. I know I personally, in Ohio, we have Kroger. I shop at Kroger. They have coupons. They have fuel points. I take advantage of all of those things, as well as implementing strategies to making my list for my groceries, making my meal plans, and making sure that I am planning things out very strategically so that we can reduce our costs. And the last thing that you want to do is a very, very sensitive topic. And I'm going to take a deep breath before I say this. Managing unexpected expenses. Now, I say that it is a very touchy subject because I know that things are tight right now, no matter what situation you're in. Specifically talking to like my middle to lower class people, not lower class, but income people. A lot of things are tight. We don't have a lot of money for things, especially unexpected expenses. And when it comes to talking about savings, when it comes to talking about a cushion and things like that, a lot of people do not have that. But what I will say is, it is important to have. If you can put anything away to help combat that. What also will help, and I know, again, this is like I'm teetering right now, but making sure that you're keeping up to date on things as well. So that way you can kind of try to not have to have as much money out of pocket. So say, for example, maintenance on your car. If you know that your oil has to be changed every so many miles, if you know that, this time of year, I probably need to get tires, or whatever the case may be, something in the house, filter needs to be changed. This needs to be, maintenance needs to be done to this. Staying on top of certain things that you can. So that way, if something happens to it, it's not as detrimental as if you would have just had deferred maintenance. I hope I'm making sense. Now, I understand a lot of people, unfortunately, have depleted their savings, or their savings is down to almost nothing. That is why it is so important during this time that you work diligently and you are consistent and you are disciplined about making sure that you and your family are incorporating additional streams of income so that you can make sure that you have those funds available. Now, I know a lot of different types of income sources and things like that require money up front. Some of them don't. The ones that don't, those are probably the ones that I would take advantage of first. If my income is already limited, why am I spending extra money to invest in something and I really don't have the money to do it? So taking advantage of things that you can do for free. And then once you are making money from that thing, building up from there. Now, talking about money and talking about budgeting and finances is uncomfortable for everybody, but I tell you, it's something that I am very passionate about and that I love talking to people about. A lot of the things that I talk about on my social media platforms have to do with that, because that's the niche that I've chosen. That's what resonates with me the most. And it is very, very important to me to make sure that moms and wives are finding additional ways that they're able to make money and be able to stay at home and take care of the responsibilities that they need to take care of. So without going on too much of a tangent about that, I hope that you were able to find some value in this and you're able to set up a successful budget if you are in a one income family or you're going to find yourself in a one income family. These are quick and easy tips and tricks that you can use for you and your family. So if you have questions, make sure to drop them down below. Click on any links that you want to click on, subscribe, hit the bell notification, like the video, and I will see you guys in the next video.